Boom! Hard in. Hey everyone, it's me. It's Doell. I'm live. I'm gonna do some unboxings. I would have done the intro, but then I realized I could not find where I put the intro to link to the things. And usually when I do, can't get the sound going anyways. Doesn't even matter. Anyways, I'm going to do some unboxings today because I wanted to do this for a long time. And I had these for a while, and I've just been waiting for that right time, that right afternoon, that spare afternoon that I have. Because I had today off, I was like, you know what? Today's a good day to do that. So just a heads up, that's what all this is. So it's just kind of like this little personal hangout with Doell. You can ask questions. We can go through. Just going to go through some Turtle comics. We're going to talk about these these NECA figures from the Turtle line. It feels really weird sitting here by myself talking to myself, but let's say maybe I'll add some background music here in a second. But before I do that, let's say a quick howdy do to the chat. Few people here, thank you very much. I know this is not usual time that we stream on this channel, and it's super early in a lot of places still. So let's take a look here and let's say howdy do. All right, to OBH. Where did I get the A stuck from? I got this from my friend Trevor. Matthew Corbin is here, and Stephen Lawrence, Andrew Bundy, KJ Smith, Blake Kemp, Justin Nicolosi, Jack Knight 73, and Ryan is here as well. Where's Luigi? I don't know. But I thought I'd wear the hat. Had the mustache rocking. I thought, what the hell? I'll wear the hat. And Jason Smith is here as well. Thank you very much for coming in this quiet Wednesday afternoon. Wanted to get some streaming in as well. Some extra streaming while I had the week off, having a staycation, didn't go anywhere. And you know what? This is our chance to hang out. And there's a lot of other shows on Wednesday as well. I got Gotham City tonight at 7. Craig is going to be on Interdimensional Cross Rip. Whew! Almost missed that. He starts that at 7:30 Pacific tonight. That's a late one for him. And then, of course, all the shows that start like at 5 p.m. Pacific, which is Between Two Sentinels. And then there's the Fallen Fight Chronicles that starts around 6 o'clock. And I think Toying Around, he's been starting to stream at about 6 o'clock on Wednesdays as well. Lots of us streaming on Wednesdays. Wednesday's a big, big day. So, let's see. This is a good question here from Megalotron. I probably did not say that right. Sir. Did you pick up the TMNT Adventures hardcover that recently released from IDW? No, but I should, and I kind of forgot about it. I went to the comic shop today, and I'll talk about that more on Gotham City tonight, and I was like completely lost on what was happening, what was going on. So let's just in big in this here. Let's go straight to these. So I got the A stuck here to open. I also got some Crying Hound action. Oh, you can just hear me knock everything over because I brought some like the other turtles here as well. The other wrestling turtles. I probably should have set this up a little better. I'm not really used to doing these unboxings. But anyways, Crying Hound, A stuck, both from NECA. I believe some of these they were released at Walmart first, and then came out for the general public. So this is my 25-cent bin copy of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Adventures. Oh, I got things moving around here. Here we go. That's better. No more Dutch tilt. We're good. All right. So these are kind of like the appearances that I have of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Adventures with the wrestling. These are super, super cool. These are some of my favorite issues. This one is butchered. The cover has fallen right off this one. I have to like keep it in a bag. You know what? These are cheap enough. I should probably find a mintier one. But yeah, there it goes. There's the cuddly cowlick. Here's and it's just like they get pretty much not quite kidnapped, but they're pretty much taken out to space and told, you're going to wrestle for us. That's pretty much what's happening here. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles t-shirts, I've always loved the art for these. I think these are wild. If you had any one of these, or if you had friends that did, please let me know. Right, and here's our first look at the Ace Duck, Crying Hound, Leatherneck, right? All these guys, you know, they got to make the Stump Wrestling crew. They got to get through all of them. And that's our first look at the turtles. There's our Ace Duck, Leatherneck, all that stuff. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. I love these comics. I love these comics a lot. So when they made these, when these comics came out, I was very much like hoping that, why am I blanking here? Playmates. Whew, maybe I should have had an afternoon coffee. Playmates. I was hoping they were going to make all of these turtles and all these versions. They never did. I had to wait like 1,000 years. And I finally got that, finally got these turtles. These all came in that 4-pack. Again, that I don't think it was an exclusive, but I remember all of these being announced. But these were absolute must-owns on my end. Oh my gosh, my light is... It just went from like super sunny and bright where I didn't need a light, so I didn't get it out. And it just completely clouded over. Vancouver, Pacific Northwest, folks. Yeah, and Leonardo, which I think Leonardo might be he might be my favorite of the wrestling turtles. But Raph is he looks pretty cool too. And this is a costume he wore in the series after the second time they went wrestling as well, because he was like, this looks cool. I'm going to wear this for a bit. So yeah, so we got to have they had 2 matches going on at the same time, I guess, but it was good stuff. And then they get to, it was just a typical turtle adventure. They were in, they were out, they came back to New York. There it was, right? Quick and easy, right? So you could tell this is like one of the earlier issues. This is number 7. So this is kind of before Ninja Turtle Adventures started to get like really good. Like it started just doing their own thing. And the art was awesome as well. I brought it like, hang on. Let's go through these first. I'm jumping ahead. And then we'll get into the unboxing. Right. So this is when they go back to it. Again, this is when, like, to me, the story was awesome. The art was awesome. This is so, so good. Yeah. No, I did not get the Leatherhead yet. Have not been able to find him. I'll get there. I'm not too worried. But again, the artwork in this, amazing. Ninjara, she has to get made at some point by NECA. It has to happen. Would love to get the ring announcer. I think they announced a Splinter, but look at how good that... Hang on, let me bring that up a little closer. Like, so good. This art. Ace Duck looks so badass in this. This is like easily one of my favorite just issues in general. And it's the turtles having to wrestle each other, which is great. Maybe I'll have to get one of those, like, maybe I have to get a WWE wrestling ring and mod it for a display piece. And there's the El Mysterio, right? All good stuff. And it continues in Utanimals. But here, just wanted to show this one off too. See, we got Raph just doing his thing, being a turtle, but he's wearing the black suit. Just in regular adventures. Pretty cool stuff. Again, the art, amazing. Yeah, let's get to these unboxings. I will show off these ones as well, just because I love these covers, right? When they first kind of run into Ninjara, which is great. And this is like one of my favorite ones because it's just so dark for, what you think of when you think of Ninja Turtles. Like, that's rough, man. That is rough. I remember seeing that on the spinner rack and I was like, what is happening to the boys? All right. Which one should we open here first? Should we start off with Ace Duck? Should we start in with Crying Hound? Let me know. Oh yeah. My Target has 7 Leatherhead. Should I mail it to Craig? No. I just need to go out and look for it. That's me. It's not having Leatherhead is a me problem, not a Walmart problem. I just need to go out and get there. There's just not a Walmart near downtown for me, so I always have to make a trek. But I'll get there. I'll get there. I do appreciate the offer though. That's super super nice. Yeah, Stump Arena, Crying Hound. Should we just start with there? I know it's quiet. It's a quiet day today. It's all good. Yeah, let's start with him. Crying Hound from NECA, issue 9. Again, awesome packaging. Great stuff. I do have Belly Bomb. So I think the only two I'm missing is Leatherhead and Mondo Gecko. I think those are the only two NECA turtles that I'm missing from the Archie series. I kept thinking that the comic shops and stuff were going to get them. And I guess maybe they just haven't been ordering them, even though I've been asking, like, hey, when you getting these? That's usually a clear sign of, hey, maybe order that. Oh, okay, this is pretty cool. So, I mean, I don't think we'll ever get to it ever in my lifetime. A cuddly cowlick. That's who that is, by the way, the interdimensional cowhead. I don't know if we're ever going to get to this ever in NECA or in Playmates or whatever. I know Playmates had at one point, there was concept art for this to be a vehicle to get made in the original Playmates line. Never happened. So maybe, but again, NECA has also been teasing this giant Krang for years. And we still have never gotten a release date or anything on it. And then who knows with all the stuff happening in politics right now, if it'll ever happen, right? Hard to say. All right, let's get this thing cut open. Let's open up Crying Hound. Let's see what we got. Let's see. All right, pop. That's awesome. How's everybody else's Wednesday? Did anyone hit the comic shop today? Anyone else being a Wednesday warrior? It was it's quiet at the comic shop today. I guess it was. Well, I guess I went later. I went in the afternoon. Maybe it was busy right before lunch. Oh man, got to give it that good toy smell. That's good stuff. Oh, look at him! Look at him! Holy moly! This is an awesome freaking toy. This is beautiful. This is good stuff, man. If there's one thing that like NECA is killing it right now, well, not right now. I mean, their horror stuff is always very popular. Whoop. But I always feel that like Turtles is where like they really, really go for it and go hard. And they do such an amazing job. Like they're able to do things that, again, their turtle lines have become so extensive that, you know, they're making stuff you never would have thought they would ever make. And then, of course, now here we are. We're getting the Archie style wrestling figures. Absolutely bonkers. This is gorgeous. Let's take a look at all the hands it comes with. Let's take a gander. Oh, this is very cool. This is so funny. This is sweet. Okay. So you've got your two fist hands. You got your two basic hands. These are the ones that are already on there, right? Good stuff. They've got your basic grapple style hands. Whoop. Let's do that there, right? Basic grapple style hands. Good stuff. Right? 3D. That's what it looks like to me, but it's like oh yeah. Thinking. It's kind of like reminds me of like a Macho Man thing. Those hands. And then here, for when he goes on the top rope, you can do the Jimmy Snuka off the top rope there as well. Awesome stuff. It's too bad. I guess maybe. Hang on. Let's see. Oh, it doesn't tuck in far enough. You'd have to hang on. You can't quite do a crotch chop. You can't quite 2 words for you. It's so good. I agree, Blake Kemp. NECA is killing it with their turtle lines. They're so much more extensive than I ever would have believed, and I'm also very excited for the 2012 turtles because we're getting, Ice Cream Kitty. More Ice Cream Kitty, the better. And what was really funny is that I found out later on that Pixel Dan. I hope everyone knows who Pixel Dan is. If you're watching this channel, I'm certain you probably know who Pixel Dan is. Pixel Dan's also a huge fan of Ice Cream Kitty, so it was super fun to see that. Nice to see that he's got a nice. Well, there's 2 of us. There's at least 2 of us who love Ice Cream Kitty and are very excited for it. But that's the Crying Hound. This is awesome. I'm just gonna move this one to the side. Super fun stuff. It is great. What a great looking figure. And the Ace Duck. Now, let's take a look at the packaging here. Again, gorgeous duck bod. He looks so good. Right? Great stuff. Great stuff. Ace Duck. All right, Ace Duck, for those who don't know, if you are new to this channel, welcome to the channel. I am a huge fan of Ace Duck. Ace Duck was the first Ninja Turtle figure that I got way back in so way back then. And because he wasn't in the show, I started to actually even like him even more as a toy. Because I was able to just kind of create my own headcanon for him. And I think that was one of the most fun parts. Well, I think that's just the most fun part. That's the best part about playing with your toys anyway, right? When you're a kid, you're creating your own adventures. You're doing things you want the characters to do that you don't usually get to see them do. With Ace Duck back then, you kind of got like a fresh slate. And these comics were the only times we ever really saw him. Like, you might have saw him on a screen in the background, I think in the original Turtle cartoon. I know they made a joke about him in the 2012 Turtles. But he was my dude. I'd have him go on adventures with Casey Jones and Usagi Ojimbo, and not really knowing their backstories at the time. So, I could just kind of create my own side stories. And that's that. Ace Duck was my dude. At the Doell household, Ace Duck had main character energy, as they would say. He was the dude, man. I liked him. Magultron, yeah, I hope to see you see the 2012 I am all over the place. All right. I hope you get to see the TMNT 2012 in person in San Diego. I do too. I'm also hoping. I'm hoping that they'll be there. I love that stuff. I'm hoping that I get to the NECA booth the same time as Hatter. Because as far as I know, he's the biggest Turtles fan, and he's one of the biggest Turtle fans, I should say, right? Along there with Thundercats. He's kind of that guy, right? Like, it's he's a Turtle reviewer. Look at this. Look at this nice chair we can sit people on later. Very nice. All right, so it comes with a foreign object, as they would say. Oh, we got to really snap this guy out. Okay. Let's see here. There we go. There's that one. Saw that. I just don't want to scratch him. There we go. Okay. Ace Duck. Let's pull him out. Should we give him the new toy smell test? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Ace Duck smells good, folks. If you like that new toy smell, that's the really where the nostalgia really hits, is the new toy smell. Right? We love that. Oh my gosh, she's got so many little elastics everywhere. Okay, so I'm going to end up dumping everything out by accident by taking things out. So there's his this is awesome, by the way. This head is one of the best head sculpts I've ever seen on anything. This is amazing. So this is from the comic. This is when he gets crushed. Right? There's this flexing pose. Right? So he's got some hands, extra hands. If there's one thing that's a staple in the toy industry now, that you must get 100 hands. Unless you're Star Wars Black Series, you get nothing. You get absolutely nothing. Oh, I wonder. Oh, I see what hand that is. I get what that is. All right, okay. Let me see here. Oh my gosh, there's still more elastics in here. Holy moly. NECA's making us work for it. Is anyone getting the Sesame Street figures as well? Sesame Street figures are pretty amazing. And unexpected as well. Those are ones I did not. Those were never on my toy bingo card. NECA Muppets by any means. Yeah, Stanley, I am streaming on my day off. It's just that's just what I got to do it. All right, there's Ace Duck. Beautiful sculpt. I'm giggling over here. This is like awesome. This is the toy I have been waiting for. Oh man. Look at those little wings. Shouldn't be taking those steroids. It's shrinking his wings. That's what's happening there. All right. Oh, they are a little posable. These are nice. Again, let's I'm gonna see if I can find it here in the comic. I know. Let's see. Let's see if I can find that head. Yeah, I agree. It is an impressive figure. Monsters from Beyond, thank you for being here. Who gave me a day off? Work you did. It's I would say it's a slightly forced week off. I think it's rule that if you work on a Marvel, you have to get put on vacation after you after you work on one. I think that's just the rule. There it is. Whoop. Hang on. Let's see if we can get it going here. Whoop. There's the head. So if you're curious to where that came from, it came from one panel on the side. Awesome. In fact, this looks so good. This looks so good. Blake Kemp here. Love the Sesame Street line, but focus on the Street Fighter figures and paying off the Ecto-1 HasLab, dude. Yeah, I get that. You got to prioritize the collection these days. I know I definitely do. Let's have some fun with this. Anyone else always gets? Oh my gosh, the back of his. Oh my gosh, he's got his feathers on the back of his head. Really hurt when you hold on to them. Okay, well, that's using a lot of force to try to pry that off, so I am not going to do that here. I think you might need some of that classic boiling water routine for that head. Oh my god. Okay, by the way, these spikes, they hurt. This is good though. Okay. These are great figures. I hope everyone was able to grab any of them or just, hanging out, just to find them hanging out at Walmart, grabbing them, that kind of thing. If these are, man, how good these look. These are big too. Like here, if you put, there's Raph, for comparison. These guys are big dudes. right? They're pretty big. So, in case you didn't get these, or if you slept on them, or I think in some cases someone said that they are, uh, they're still waiting on their A Stux. So hopefully everyone's able to get them. Oh, I missed this one here. Michael Palmer, a pretty decent looking ice cream kitty, was released with a Lego set from Lego when they were officially doing Turtles. I have him with the Rovoltech Mikey. That's awesome. I kind of remember that. Uh, Stanley is asking, can you live unbox Cold Slither set after SDCC2? Well, that's if I get it. I may not get it. I don't know. It's going to depend on. I got priorities for other exclusives that I'm looking to get. Although Cold Slither is freaking awesome, and I only have so much room for packing as well, so I got to be kind of selective of which ones that I'm going to get during San Diego. My main thing, honestly, is going to be the Marvel Legends set, and I know that's going to be big because it comes with Sauron, which is a massive, massive figure. But it looks good. The Cold Slither stuff, classified stuff, always looks good. They've been killing it with that line. It's one of the few lines where I feel like Hasbro still wants to make toys, right? Otherwise, I think they're just kind of doing their own thing. In fact, I don't even know what kind of thing they're doing. I think they're just trying to produce the most amount for cheap, which is why I think why they oversaturated the market with Magic cards. I think that's what happened there. They were like, we could just print cards forever. And they almost killed that hobby with their oversaturation. Oh man, look at that A-Stuck. Sorry, it still just looks so good to me. All right, this is my fun, quick little unboxing. Just wanted to do a quick hangout. Also show some appreciation to NECA. NECA, thank you for making these. These feel like something I've been begging for a long time. I remember when we first had Trevor on Toy Anxiety many, many years ago. I asked specifically about, hey, what can you guys do with Ninja Turtles? Are you able to dabble into 2012? Are you able to do the Archie series? And they were like, yeah, like we could pretty much go from anything that we want to go to. They just need to know if the market was there. And I know they had other big plans for like the movie stuff. Plus they were doing Turtles 3. They did the tour, the live at the tour Turtles. They were doing a whole bunch of that stuff, Turtles 3. So they were really focused heavily more on the movie and animated line. But I find now that they're getting close to doing everybody they possibly can, they're now dabbling into the other lines, and we're getting more stuff from the comic books, more stuff from IDW, more stuff from just old comics, new comics, and other cartoons. So it's really great to see. There is a part of me that wants a Venus de Milo from the next mutation, but I don't think they'll ever touch it. But man, that would be fun. Or even the Sophie Campbell Turtles as well. If anyone read any of the IDW comics, Sophie Campbell did a run on Turtles after issue 100, starting at 101. I think she did like about 9 trades worth, which is it's a lot. It's a lot of Turtles. And her turtle designs were beautiful. And they had that whole Mutant Town thing going on. So if any of you see, like I said, my love for Turtles it's not where everyone else's is. I feel like I'm always kind of sitting there on my own little island of comic books, but that's where my true love for Turtles really, really lies. And the video games, I love the video games as well. So anyways, these are those. Actually, maybe I'll put my head up for this one. Just to say a quick thank you to everyone watching. Be sure to tune in to Gotham City tonight. If you can't tune in tonight because you're going to be watching the Craig on the Interdimensional Cross Rip, feel free to please watch Alex and I on the replay. We're just going to be talking about Superman stuff. And then the next week, I think after that, then us ourselves are going to have Craig on to talk about his book as well. By the way, curious which book that is? He did the visual history of the real Ghostbusters. It came out yesterday. If you love Ghostbusters, if you love history of just like the cartoons we grew up with and toys that we had, or toys maybe you didn't have, and because maybe you're too young to know, and but you love the history of old toy lines, and just old cartoons and toy lines and how they came to be. This is it. Visual history of the real Ghostbusters. Troy Benjamin, Craig Goldberg, hell of a job. Please go check it out. And that's everything. I'll see you either later tonight. I'll see you next week. And I think Trevor from NECA and I are also going to do an episode on the DL44 network as well. We got to do some intergalactic traveling. So be sure, if you want to hear us talk about Star Wars, we'll be there this weekend too. So thank you, everyone, and have a great rest of your Wednesday. All right. Have a good night.